If I decided to start juicing tomorrow, if I decided to start jumping on the steroids, the peptides, HGH, whatever, all of the juice, all of the gear tomorrow or next month, I wouldn't expect anybody to think any less of me, despite all the naturalness I've preached throughout my years of bodybuilding, simply because I wouldn't think any less of anybody else who is natural and decided to start juicing, or anybody who just starts juicing in general, because I view it nothing more than a choice. It's just an option you can take. It's like having a stock car and deciding to put aftermarket mods on it because you want to race it. I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm simply preaching what I do. I stay natural, so that's all I preach. At the same time, I want to show kids, especially that are coming up, that are brand new to the industry, that natural bodybuilding is an option and you can reach some form of success in it. It may not be success on the stage like Mr. Olympia, but while thinking outside the box, you can reach some sort of success, or simply just remain natural for the simple fun of natural bodybuilding and not feel like they're forced to take something they don't want to take. Again, not that juicing is inherently bad. However, you should never ever juice because you feel forced to do it. You should never feel bad about yourself based on what everyone around you says about you, that you're not up to some par that society has created, that you're not conforming to the mainstream of current bodybuilding, and that you then have to invest this money and begin juicing or jumping on a cycle of something you didn't really want to start doing in your heart of hearts anyway. That's the one and only reason I'll preach natural while I'm natural, simply because I want to show kids coming up that there is the option to stay natural, that you can simply enjoy doing it with what you're born with if you so choose to. If you decide you want to begin juicing, then that's fine. That is your own choice, and I don't think anybody should be looked down for making that simple choice at all. In fact, I think natural bodybuilding really is nothing more than just a simple label. It's funny. I hear both sides of the story all the time. I post natural bodybuilding or natural bodybuilder or whatever. I'll post the word natural with certain videos or certain pictures here and there. And when I do it, it's only ever to label myself in that category, just so I personally don't get categorized or don't get compared to a non-natural bodybuilder and then essentially ripped apart, because you know somebody who's on gear is going to look better than me. There's no doubt about it. I don't want to get compared to somebody who's my age but on juice and 30 pounds heavier from it and then get essentially ripped apart. So simply to keep it fair, I put myself in the category of a natural bodybuilder. I don't have the same anabolic enhancements. My test levels aren't as high as his. So don't compare me to him. You can compare me to other naturals. That's fine. That's it. I just put natural up as a category, and I think that's all people should see it as. I mean, it's just like putting a lightweight with a heavyweight. You wouldn't go into a show as a lightweight, but then jump into the heavyweights, would you? No, because you don't have the same fighting chance. So there's categories. There's lightweight bodybuilders. There's super heavyweight bodybuilders. Just like there's natural bodybuilders and there's non-natural bodybuilders. And that's it. Whenever I post natural, I'm just categorizing myself for that one reason. All these other reasons that I get heat for all the time are completely manifested in other people's minds. The person who comes on and says, you think you're on a high horse because you're natural. Stop with the natural BS. It doesn't make you better than us. That doesn't motivate anybody, blah, blah, blah. I never said it made me better than anybody. I never once believed the natural bodybuilder was any sort of better than any other type of bodybuilder. I don't remember ever saying that. It's just a personal choice. It's a personal preference of what method you want to use to obtain your size or obtain your goal physique. That's it. But these people get these, I don't know if it's guilty consciences. Some people, it may be guilty consciences. Maybe they feel, deep down, they feel slightly guilty for it. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they feel guilty or what. But for whatever reason, they're just getting aggressive and they're manifesting this delusion of persecution in their own heads. And they're believing that natural athletes, by posting the word natural, is trying to take a shot at them or say that they're better than them. When no. But then they'll get all heated about it. And now anything I post has the word natural in it. Stop posting the natural stuff. We know you're natural. Stop trying to brag. Stop bragging. Stop bragging. I'm not bragging. What the hell? I'm using only what nature gave me, which means I'm very limited to my gains. A lot of people don't, and that's fine. Again, personal choice. Yet, I'm not allowed to simply just disclaim that, yeah, I'm natural. I mean, if you took one Honda Civic and you put it up against a modded out, souped up aftermarket Honda Civic, would you not at least put the disclaimer out there that Honda Civic A is stock, while Honda Civic B is on A, B, C, and D? I mean, you definitely put that disclaimer out there because simply you can't compare the two cars when one is stock and one is completely aftermarket. So that's all I think natural bodybuilding is. I think there needs to be an end to this whole headbutting battle of emotions and egos that get thrown in there with the whole natural versus non-natural. I never think a natural should ever put somebody down for juicing, ever. If you wouldn't do it, cool. Don't ever put anyone else down for juicing. Because who's to say what is inherently wrong or right? It's all perspective. But at the same time, guys, if you're going to ream somebody because they're categorizing themselves as natural, just so they don't get compared to somebody who's not, I mean, what's going on in your head right there? You got to have some sort of a guilty conscience for that. Bottom line, do what you want to do. I claim natural simply so I don't get compared to non-natural guys and I get a fair judgment, a fair assessment. And then I continue to claim it even when people know I'm natural, simply for the new young bloods coming up to let them know, hey, there is an option if you'd like to go that way. And if not, by all means, just ignore it and keep watching my videos. I guarantee you I'll still be able to hang with you and wait in the gym, even if you aren't natural, son. Subscribe now. Love you guys.